Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Well, it is right at 6 o'clock, and I just filmed a drama video, which is uploading. And then I filmed a Peter Does Stuff video, which is rendering. And then I filmed a Peterisms video that is rendering. And now I'm out here hanging out with you guys. And I'm actually waiting for a return phone call from my good Judy Tanya Jean. She texted me and she's like, are you filming? Or she said, are you uploading? And then she called me, and so I was uploading, and so I said, give me 5. And then when I called her back, she didn't answer. So if she calls, I am going to take that call and pause my vlog. But I wanted to get started on this vlog because y'all, I'm starting to fade, okay? It is hot today, and I have been running all day long, and I am starting to fade a little bit. I'm starting to get a little tired, and I didn't get much sleep last night. So let me tell you about my day yesterday. First of all, Tanya picked me up right at 11:30. She was actually here a little bit early. I just got my hair cut. What do you guys think? I think it looks nice. I think it looks nice. But no, I think she did a nice job on it, don't you? So anyway, Tanya picked me up right at 11:30 yesterday. It was literally blue skies the entire day. It's blue skies right now. There were clouds earlier, but, well, maybe in the distance there's some clouds, but not really anywhere near me right now. Yesterday there wasn't a cloud in the sky. It was perfect yesterday. It was like 92 to 95, which sounds hot, but there wasn't a lot of humidity. It was kind of low humidity, so it didn't feel real muggy. And so she picked me up, and then we went to Starbucks and got coffee at Starbucks. And then we went to the pool, and when we got to the pool, here, I'll show you. I have a picture. I think I posted it on my Instagram, but I also sent it to Alex, so let me see. I was like, we have the whole pool to ourselves. He and I text each other so much. Like, when I go through text, I'm like, it's like, there's so many texts, and okay. I said no one at the pool. So this was the pool yesterday when we went. Like, we got there and there was like not one person at the pool. And that was at like noon that we got there. After we went to Tanya's pool yesterday, I'd say after about an hour, people started showing up, but it never really got too crowded. There was only ever at any given time like 10 people, and we had like a table with like an umbrella and 2 chairs, and there were all kinds of chairs around us that were free and stuff like that. And I used my big noodle sling yesterday and just sat in the pool, you know, with Tanya. She had hers and I had mine. We just sat side by side, and even though I used tons of sunscreen, I got completely burnt yesterday. And I told Tanya on the way home, so we stayed until about 3:15, 3:30. Tanya had some things she had to do last night. She was going to speak with our sponsor last night. They were going somewhere and speaking, and then she had some other things she wanted to do. And so she was like, I want to leave by 3:30. And I was like, that's fine with me. And I was actually going to come home and go up to the pool with my neighbors, but by the time I got home, I was like so tired. And I told Tanya on the way home, I said, I feel like I didn't get any sun today. And I said, I just know that later tonight, like, I am going to be like so burnt and red. I just knew I was going to. So anyway, I keep on thinking the phone is going off, but it's not. I can hear it when it goes off. So anyway, I have it turned on silent, but I have it on top of this lantern with a fake candle in it. So it rattles a little bit when it rattles the cage when it goes off. So anyway, she brought me home, and Alex had a dinner last night for his girlfriend Megan's birthday, and it was like, I think like 6 or 8 of them. They were going to this restaurant called Livery in Hamilton Town Center, and it was like a girls' night thing. So I had already filmed my vlog, and I had already filmed my drama video for the day. So I wasn't going to film anything else, and so I was just going to take a nap. So I came home and talked to my neighbor, went across the street. My whole Peter Does Stuff video is about that experience, so I don't want to like really retell it over here, but I went over there, and she like was showing me her gardens and gave me a tomato, and so I made this video called It's Not Just a Tomato. So if you want to hear about that experience, yeah, go watch that video on my Peter Does Stuff channel. So anyway, came home. Alex came home to change. When he came home to change, I like made dinner for myself. I made like a cheese sandwich, and then I pasta salad and chips and stuff like that, and was sitting there. And then when after that was done, I was so tired, you guys. And by that point, from like sitting out here and talking, I had talked on the phone quite a bit yesterday and cleaning up the house a little bit, and you know, changing and making the bed and all that kind of stuff. It was like 6:45, and I was like, I'm laying down because I wanted to watch some shows last night. So I laid down, and Alex said he was going to bring me food, which was real sweet. I love when he brings me food when he goes out to eat. And he was like, do you need anything? And I was like, well, I would love some corn or cheese empanadas, because they have the best empanadas and street corn at this place. And I said, and some street corn, I said, and then when he left, I was like, but you don't have to. And he's like, no, I'll bring it for you. So when he left, I texted him, and I was so full from dinner, I was like, you don't have to bring me anything. And he ended up bringing it to me last night. So I had it as a little special treat late last night while I was watching my shows. I still have some street corn left. Oh, I just remembered that. Yum. And Harvest cheddar chips that I haven't even opened that bag yet that I can. So anyway, I get so excited about the stupidest stuff. So Boo Radley and I laid down from like 7 to 9. This is the thing that's interesting, is like Alex can lay in bed literally from like 6 to 11 or 6 to 12 and just look at TikToks and be on Instagram. And Boo Radley sleeps the entire time. Like just lays by him and sleeps the entire time. He won't do that with me. And I don't know if it was because he had slept most of the day or whatever from being in his house, but he was like real antsy. Like he would like lay down, and then he would come over and he would lay on top of me, and he'd put his head in the fan, and then he would lay down on my side, and then he would go sleep on Alex's pillow, and then he would get up 5 minutes later, and then he would circle and circle and circle and scratch and scratch and scratch and get his place. And then he would lay there for 5 minutes, and then he would get up and he would come back over. And at one point he was like sitting there next to me, and he was like, and I was like, I had taken him out just before we went. He had done his, his peeps and his poops and all that kind of stuff. That's what we call it. Anyway, I mean, he didn't need to go potty or anything like that. And he'd eaten his dinner, so it wasn't that. And I was like, what is it, honey? And he was like, he just looked at me and goes, And so I just held him. And then I like fell asleep with me holding him, because I think he just wanted to be held, which I'll hold him all the time. If Alex is here, he like lets Alex hold him. Or he sleeps in between our pillows. But so anyway, he was real sweet. And then Alex got home. I woke up. I set my alarm for 9. I was like, I'm taking a long 2-hour nap tonight. And I set my alarm for 9, and I got up. I ended up snoozing it, and I got up at 9:15. And Alex had texted me that he was on his way home. So I got up, and Alex walked in the door like literally like 2 or 3 minutes later, 5 minutes later maybe. And he brought me the empanadas and the street corn. And so then we hung out and talked for a little bit, and I asked him about his evening and whatever. Exciting news. Then I ordered the air conditioning unit for our bedroom, because I didn't share this on my tomato video that I did about on my Peter Does Stuff channel about my neighbor. When we were looking at their 3 seasons, when I was looking at their 3 seasons room yesterday, we were talking about our neighbors, because they have a 3 seasons room, but it's really not. It's like an extension onto their house. It's like part of their condo, their house. And so it's really a 4 seasons room. They just have these windows that you can like really, really open. So it becomes kind of like, I don't really know how to explain it. They have like window. And in the winter, they're like sealed like windows. So it can be like warm in there. And in the summer, you can open all of them. And then they also have like a door out to this patio. It's not a patio even, or a screened-in porch. It's not even a screened-in porch. They have a door out to that where like you could close it off and just in the summer have all the air out there, and it wouldn't affect like the air conditioning in the house. Do you know what I'm saying? Okay. So anyway, we were walking by there, and I said, oh, I just could lay down there and take a nap, because they have this really pretty couch with like a chintz fabric on it, and it's just like beautiful. You can see it like when you walk around the condo. And I said, I could just take a nap in there forever. And she's like, I know. She was like, and I said, but I bet it gets really hot in there. Oh, Tanya Jean's calling. I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. We were filling each other in on our days, and then she asked me if I wanted to go to where the Crawdads sing tonight. She and Eric, her husband, and then our sponsor are going to see it. And she was asking me if I wanted to go, or if Alex and I wanted to go, and I really, really want to see it. But I am so tired, you guys. Like, I am just like, I'm like fading. And I kind of don't remember what I was talking. I remember what I was talking about. I think I was talking about like going across the street and talking to her. So, but I don't remember how much I shared from like what I, like my shows that I watched last night and stuff. So anyway, so when I was talking to my neighbor across the street, we were talking about like taking a nap, like in the 3-season room and stuff like that. And I said, but it would get so hot. And she was like, well, I just ordered a portable AC unit that you can just put out there and it'll cool that space. And I said, well, which one did you get? She was like, I got like the Arctech one or something like that. And I said, was it like $150, $200? And she was like, oh no, not at all. It was like, I can't remember what she said it was, but I actually think it was the one that I have seen hasn't gotten like really great reviews on it, and it's like just really small like that. So I was like, hey, how are you? I was like, I'm gonna look at some different ones. So when Alex and I were laying in bed last night, it was so hot upstairs because it had been like in the 90s all day long, and you know, downstairs it feels fantastic, but upstairs it was so hot. So I got on Amazon and I started looking at them. And I found one, and it's like 7 to 10 hours of really cold air. And then after that, it goes to cool air. Well, I mean, that's about as long as I ever sleep anyway. And so, and then you just like replace it with, it comes with these like ice packs or whatever, and you just put them in there with water, and then it like cools the air that way, kind of like a humidifier, I guess. So anyway, that should be here by Sunday, which I'm so excited about. I keep on telling Alex, I'm like, oh my god, our air conditioner is going to be here by Sunday, and we're going to have such cool air. And he's going to Las Vegas next weekend, and I told him, I said, Little Boo Radley and I are going to sleep 24 hours a day up here in the 65-degree weather, and it's going to be fantastic. Boo doesn't really seem that bothered by the heat, honestly. Like, Tucker used to get pretty bothered by the heat. Like outside, he would, like, pant and stuff like that. But, like, Boo Radley never does. Like, I took him outside today he was out there for 15 or 20 minutes. He was walking around, and, I mean, with full sunlight in the backyard. And, yeah, he was like just like walking around and peeing in 50 places. But anyway, so got up and did that last night, and then I also did my 23andMe kit so I could send it off today because Caroline was going to take me to the post office so that I could send that in. But we went to a different post office, not the post office where my P.O. box is, so I couldn't check my P.O. box. But I got that mailed off, so I'm excited about that, to find out. There's a part of me that's kind of like a little nervous to like find out like if I have like, what if I find out I have like this sibling or something that I never knew of or whatever. I don't know why that freaks me out a little bit, but so like a couple of you have left some comments in the comment section about the 23andMe thing, or maybe it was on the video Caroline and I did, and said like, oh yeah, I did that and I found out that like my dad wasn't my dad, or you know, whatever. And I won't say which one, but there's a TV show that I watch where that's kind of like a storyline to it. So anyway, hung out with Alex. We talked until like 12:30 or 1 in the morning, and then I came downstairs and I was gonna start watching my shows, and I ended up talking on the phone till like 1:30. And so then I watched Loot on Apple TV because it had just come out, and then I watched Blackbird. And then by that point it was like two after 3. It was like 3:02 in the morning, and so I watched The Old Man had just come on Hulu, so I watched The Old Man. And then Tanya had told me about this documentary yesterday. I kept on looking for it and I couldn't find it, and it was on Amazon Prime, but I don't like it wasn't with my subscription on Amazon Prime, and it was on Discovery TV. And I was like, I know I have Discovery TV because I had the app downloaded, but I couldn't, like, it wasn't logged in or whatever because I haven't watched it in forever. So I had to figure all that out, and then I started, well, that was earlier, and then I started watching it. It's called the Murdoch Murderers, and apparently this trial is going on right now. Don't tell me anything about it in the comment section because I don't want to know, and I've only watched the first episode. And Tanya said, don't Google anything. She said, because you'll find out everything that's in the show. But It's about this family that's really wealthy in Hampton, South Carolina. I'm going to just give the brief history of it, okay? I'm not going to, no spoilers. And this just happened like in 2019 to now. And I think 2019 to now. But anyway, it's recent. It's in the last 5 to 10 years. And they're like very heavily connected to like legality, like district attorneys and things like that in this town. So anyway, apparently the whole series, I haven't watched it yet. I've only watched the first episode, but the full series is about like how all of this death surrounds this family, and it's very, very like curious as to like what's going on. And the first episode is just like super, super tragic what happens. So I would highly recommend it. It's on Discovery Plus, and it's called The Murdoch Murders, and it's Murdach. Murdoch. Murdach, because I couldn't find it. Tony kept on calling it other stuff, and I was like, I can't find this anywhere. So anyway, I watched the first episode, and it was 10 after 5, and I was like, you need to go to bed. Oh, because like I was eating stuff out here too. Like I ate my empanadas, I ate part of my my street corn, and I was like, you need to go to bed. Like it is late, right? So I went to bed. And Boo Radley was being really, really sweet last night. And he, like, cozied right next to me. For the life of me, you guys, I could not fall asleep. I was telling Caroline today, I said, I think it's very similar to, like, being on TikTok or being on Instagram or Twitter or whatever, like, until the second you go to bed. Like, I think, like, watching TV shows and then going inside and just, like... and it kind of depends. Like, sometimes I don't like sometimes the last thing I do is not my prayers and meditation, where I just kind of like sit here for a couple of minutes. Like sometimes I do that before I watch my shows, which I had last night. So I didn't like take like 15 or 20 minutes at the end of my day, like after I'd watched the shows, to kind of unwind. And I was tired, like I was physically tired, but I got into bed and I tossed and turned and tossed and turned and tossed and turned. And finally at like 6:40, I was like, this is ridiculous. Like I almost got up for the day. I was like, I'm not, like, I can't fall asleep. And I wasn't like, you know, like when you take a road trip, like we used to take these road trips to Miami, and you're like awake, but you're so physically tired. I didn't even feel like that by that point. I wasn't even physically tired anymore. So I got up and I went downstairs, and I was like, what if I eat will make me kind of tired? And so sometimes when I eat sugary stuff, it makes me kind of tired. So I had a full pint container of Ben & Jerry's, the Tonight Dough. So I got that out. It has like these chunks of peanut butter in it that are so fantastic. So I got that out and I ate like a third or more of the container while I was watching some drag pageant on my phone. And then I went back to bed, and I must have fallen asleep in 15 or 20 minutes, because that's the last thing I know. It was like I was laying there talking to Boo Radley. I was laying there facing Alex, and Boo Radley was right here, and I was like, little Boo Radley. And his bunny feet, I call it his little feet, like, or like little feet. He has like, they're like long, and I call them like bunny. You know when you see like a little bunny and they got like real big feet? I always call Boo Radley's feet little bunny feet. So anyway, Alex scheduled a vet appointment for him today because he's been sleeping a lot, and we don't know if it's just him being older or whatever. But and Alex said he's noticed him a couple times eating dirt, which is what Tucker did before we knew that Tucker had was anemic. And so we were like, we need to get him checked out just to make sure that everything's okay. We just want to feel better about things. And also our vet had put him on this pain medication. He's almost out of it. And we're kind of wondering if that's not making him tired a lot, because he takes it twice a day. And you know, she was like, because when he was running around with a neighbor dog, he like hurt his neck. And so she was like, you know, older dogs are more susceptible to like arthritis and hurting themselves and things like that. And so she wanted to put him on this pain medication. It's a real low dose, I think. So we would squirt it in his mouth. And so somebody's coming around the side over here. Hello?
I don't want to interrupt you. I'm so sorry. Is my music bothering you?
Not at all. Do you need to talk?
No, all of a sudden I heard you. Sorry. I just thought I'd sneak in and see if I could hear my music from you.
No, it's not bothering me at all.
I just cleaned them.
Okay.
They look really clean.
I burnt.
Oh no.
So that's my neighbor on the other side. She's out there cleaning. So anyway, she was like, can you hear my music? I was like, no, I don't even hear any music at all. So anyway, we're gonna go. Alex scheduled an appointment today, and we're gonna take him in. I think it's like the second week of August was the soonest that we could get him in for like a checkup appointment, since it's not an emergency. And yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So hopefully everything comes out okay. You're supposed to do senior dog checkups twice a year. We took him in shortly after Tucker passed away, which was the beginning of April. So it hasn't been a full 6 months. And when we did, they said he checked out really normal. He's got this fatty tissue. Like, I was really concerned about that. And it's like on his rib cage. And the vet was like, this is fatty tissue. Don't worry about it at all. Because I was like, oh my God, is this like a tumor or something? And they were like, don't worry about it at all. So hopefully he's okay. Hopefully the little guy, there's nothing wrong with him. I mean, fingers crossed. I can't handle something being wrong with Boo Radley right now. So that was last night, and then I got up today, and I got up about 12:15. I pushed it to as long as I could because I was so tired. 12:15 or 12. I think it was more closer to 12:30. And Caroline was coming here at 1 to pick me up to take me to my hair appointment today, and then we were going to run some errands. And she was really tired too because she had done like 2 days at the lake. She'd done like this girls trip at Lake Monroe near Bloomington, Indiana, where the IU campus is. The Indiana University campus is close to Lake Monroe. And so she went down there for 2 days and got a condo with like 4 or 5 of her girlfriends. And they did like a 2-day trip. They like went down there, had lunch, and then the next day they were on the boat all day long, and then the next day they left like early. And she drove down with a girlfriend. They had lunch on the way back at some place and did a little shopping or something. But anyway, so I got up and got little dog outside and took him around, and then Caroline took me to my hair appointment. She lives real close to where my hair appointment is. I felt bad. I said, do you want me to Uber there? Then you can just pick me up from there. She's like, no, I'll come and pick you up. So she picked me up from there. She was out like running errands anyway. She took me to my hair appointment, dropped me off. Then she went and returned some bathing suits that she had bought. And then we went through Dunkin' Donuts after that. Because I said, oh, they have refreshers too. So we went through Dunkin' Donuts, and she was like, oh my God, twice as big for half the price, because it was $7 for 2 of these, this size. But I will tell you, she didn't like it as well as the Starbucks one. She said it was too sweet. I don't know that I really can taste a difference. This is mango pineapple. It just kind of tastes like lemonade to me with like mango and pineapple in it. It's good. I like it, you know. I did have a little bit of a headache earlier today, though, and I think it's because I haven't had any real caffeine, because this is like the only caffeine I've drank today. I took a Diet Coke with me on the way there because I knew we didn't have time to stop at Starbucks. But I only had a couple sips out of it, and then I threw it away so I could get something at Dunkin' Donuts because she didn't have that many drink holders in her car. And then we went to, there was construction everywhere, so we had to take like a long way back. She's like, you want to go to Crumble, right? And I said, yeah, but I need to mail this thing. So we went by the post office and we mailed the 23andMe, but like I said, we didn't go to the post office where my P.O. box was because it wasn't close to what we were doing. And then I ran into Target real quick and I got 2 pairs of shorts at Target. And then, did I tell you about my jean shorts I got? Okay. So I put them on, and Alex was like, I said, do these look too long to you? And he was like, yeah, those are like really long. Like they came down like way past my knee, like a couple inches past my knee. They almost look kind of like capri pants or, culottes or something. Oh, there's a little, what is that? It's not a hummingbird, it's yellow. What's a yellow bird with black wings? Is it a finch? Is that what that's called? It's really pretty. And it's little too, it's only like that big. Well, hi, honey. Hi, little bird. It flew away. High into the trees. So anyway, So I got these 2 pairs of jean shorts and I tried them on, and then like I cut them like on the side, like where I wanted them, you know, to be like, I have these blue shorts on that I got at Target. I wanted them to be like the same size as this, that are like mid-thigh. Like I like that length of short. Well, one pair I cut and they're perfect. But they're both the same size, which are lower than what I thought I wore. They're both the same size, but like one fits tighter than the other. So I cut these shorts off and they come out of the wash, right? And the ones that fit, like the length on them is perfect. They're like tight, okay? Now I've washed them, they're tighter, even though they're stretchy waist. The other pair are like coochie cutter. What do we call those? I don't even know what we call them. Daisy Dukes. They're like Daisy Dukes, you guys. Like, they're ridiculous looking on me, okay? I mean, I got some chunky thighs, okay? They don't look good. They won't be worn out. They will not be worn out at all. So I don't even know who to like donate them to the Goodwill, because I don't know who would wear these things. I cut them way too short. Like Alex was laughing at it. So anyway, yeah. So I was like, Caroline, can you take me by Target so I can get another pair of shorts? And when I was in there, they have these shorts in the men's unit that are by Goodfellow, and they're called tech shorts. And I love them because they have them in blue and black and gray and blah, 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 whatever. And they're stretchy waist. Well, I had a pair of like this, they're like a steel gray looking color. But they're all like matted colors. And I have khaki too. Last summer I had those. And I can't find the gray ones anymore, and I loved the gray ones. So I bought a pair of the gray ones, and then I bought a pair of the jean shorts, exactly like the ones I got before that I can cut, which is so funny because now a week later they're half price off both shorts. And so both shorts together were the price of one pair of shorts last week. Target is killing for putting stuff on clearance like that, you know. But I was happy about it, don't get me wrong, you know. So then she took me to Crumble Cookies, and yeah, and then came home after running a couple other errands and things. And then got home and brought everything in, and then filmed a drama video, and then filmed the Peter Does Stuff video, and then filmed the drama video, filmed the review video of Crumble Cookies, filmed the Peter Does Stuff video, filmed the Peterisms video, and now I'm filming the vlog. And this is going to be a short vlog tonight, you guys, because like I said, I am like starting to fade, and I want to spend some time with Alex too. And I'm going to ask him if he wants to go to this movie. I have a feeling he probably doesn't want to, because he's like, well, he had this thing that he was going to go to tonight. His friend had this work event, and so he was going to go straight from work down there, but he was like, I've been going all week long and I'm really tired. So he came home and changed into his pajamas, and now he's laying in bed with the dog. And it's about 150 degrees upstairs. I can't wait to get this air conditioning thing. So yeah, and then tomorrow we have plans with like 2 couples that we're friends with, 2 or 3 couples that we're friends with. For one husband's birthday, we have plans. And then I think that's it. Sunday they're going to the baseball game. And they asked me, like with their kids and stuff, and grandkids, and they asked me if we could let our neighbor dog out. So that's what we got on Sunday. It's supposed to rain it's supposed to start raining tonight, actually. I just looked on the weather because it's been so beautiful today. Thunderstorms tonight. Storms may contain strong gusty winds on Sunday. So, okay, partly cloudy with late night showers or thunderstorms, low 73. That's tonight. Tomorrow's supposed to be 96, you guys. Intervals of clouds and sunshine, a stray shower or thunderstorm is possible, high 96. But we're meeting up with these couples like from 1 to 3, so it's gonna be right in the middle of that. I don't know that I'll film a vlog tomorrow, but other than that, on my other channels, I don't know that I'm gonna film anything. And then Sunday, partly cloudy early, scattered thunderstorms developing in the afternoon. Storms may contain strong gusty winds, high near 95. Chance of rain 40%. And then Monday it drops from 95 to 82. Cloudy, a stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. And then Tuesday, showers. Wednesday, thunderstorms. Thursday, scattered showers and thunderstorms. Friday, Partly cloudy skies, a stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. That's when Alex goes for Las Vegas. Saturday, partly cloudy, 83. Sunday, partly cloudy, high 84. So, I mean, it's not pretty weather at all next week. Monday, scattered showers and thunderstorms. That's when Alex gets home. Tuesday, widely scattered showers or a thunderstorm early. Occasional showers with a thunderstorm. I mean, it's not, for the rest, until the 5th, nothing. Thursday the 4th, isolated thunderstorms in the morning. Skies will become partly cloudy later in the day. I mean, no nice weather, again, for the rest of the month. Kind of sad. But I think I've gotten enough sun for a while, don't you? I think I do. Did I tell you that I retired the old batteries, you guys? So I think I have one old battery left, but I started charging like the other new. I actually had 3 new batteries that I bought, so I still have 2 of them in the packages up in the cabinet. I have like an area where I keep like all of my like pens and notepads, and it's all so organized up there. I love it. And then I have an area with like computer stuff, and so I have like 2 or 3 memory cards in case like a memory card goes bad or I lose one. Sometimes I've broken them before, like by hitting this thing off, and so I have memory cards, like 2 or 3, and then I have like 2, I think, batteries up there that are still in the packaging, and yeah, so that's the kind of stuff I have up there. I'm hungry. I'm gonna need to eat here in a second. Okay. Oh, I was going to read some of my comments. Oh, I just heard their dog shake. Okay. Melissa said, I'm from Oregon and say milk instead of milk, too. Always have. You say Saul instead of saw. I do. When I first noticed, I thought, am I hearing him correctly? Did he just say he saw something? Now I just find it endearing. Oh, you're sweet. Thanks, Melissa. Meredith said, crust. Hold on a second. Sandy said, hi, Peter. Thank you so much for talking about the garage door thing the other night. You helped me do a brave thing and call someone to come fix the opener on my garage door. I've been avoiding it because, 1, I was afraid of how much it would cost. You know, that is one thing that keeps me from getting things fixed a lot is like, okay, the chimney thing, it's like, I don't know, it could be $500. I don't want a $500 bill, you know what I mean? And 2, but I also don't want to miss out on, you know, enjoying my fireplace. 2, I just hate depending on others to show up to fix or take care of things. The guy will be here later this afternoon to take a look. I'm actually excited to get back to having a functional garage door. Let us know in the comment section below how that worked out. That was posted 2 hours ago. Amber said yes. So I was talking about like cutting off the crusts on bread, and I couldn't remember the word crusts. I was just telling somebody about this the other day after I vlogged about it, and they were laughing. Amber, I think I was telling Tanya yesterday. Amber said yes. I was yelling crusts at my phone. Laura B said, I am Puerto Rican, and we also say bendición to greet elders in the family. It means blessings. Oh, I love that. Cauliflower said, Peter, you don't say anything wrong. You say it the way you grew up saying it. I don't live where I grew up anymore. People say I say grandma wrong. Grandma. Well, I think, like, here we say grandma, like Gramma, or Grmmaw. Someone who says grandma the way that I do, there's a subtle ma on the end of, instead of ma, yeah. Jesse said, oh, Peter, you read my comment. Thank you. It felt so lovely to hear love you too from you. Love you too, Jesse. Sea Hill said, you can make a cozy corner in your garage with a nice plush chair and some... No, our garage, we couldn't. I'm sorry. I think it's a fantastic idea, and I wish that we had the space for that, but our garage, like, barely fits Alex's car. Why they ever made a one-car garage in this neighborhood is beyond me. It's the most ridiculous thing in the world. Diane said, chili and raw apple muffins, oh my. I want to see if anybody was going to cook what I was talking about. Nikki said, I can smell the apple muffins now with you, walking through the leaves on a crisp October day. What a great memory of your mom. Oh, I love that. When you say cement, I always think you're saying something else. Bex in the City said, I love that profile name, by the way. I think I've said that on here before. We have my great-grandma's handwritten recipe book. You're making me want to transcribe it because the pages are starting to fall apart. You should definitely leave that for generations to come. Oscar's mom said 27 minutes crust. Mallory said, I will take your upper 90-degree weather over this 110 degrees in Texas. I can't even imagine. Pam said, I'm going to be busy making your favorite recipes, especially the bacon roll appetizer. Sounds delicious. I absolutely love these chats. Peter makes me so happy. Love you. Aww. Hannah said, Peter, I'm starting my vlog because of you. I know I'll be screaming into the darkness, but your vlogs show me it can be fun, and that's what I want. Hannah, email me once you start your vlog so I can see it as well, okay? And let me, so you like link it to that. Jeanette said, I live near Clear Lake, Iowa, and the farmer's market is like an event. It has fruit, vegetables, and all sorts of stuff. One time they had chocolate-covered crickets. Oh, Lord. No, I didn't get any. Ha, ha, ha. Dee Dee said, I always make recipes from just a pinch. You're cracking me up. Dee Dee also said, I say cement like you, and I'm from Texas. Dee Dee said, my husband can't believe talking about the weather, LOL. I remember my dad always talking about the weather, and I thought it was weird, LOL. Now I talk about the weather with my husband, it cracks me. I think it's, I was saying to Caroline one day, I said, Caroline or Tanya, I said, do you know what's the sign of getting older? Because we went over to our friend's house for dinner, and we were talking about, like, home improvements. Like, they had redone a lot. Did I say this already on here? And they had, like, redone a lot of stuff, right? And it's like, as you get older, the conversations change. Like, when I was, like, in my 20s and stuff, the conversations that I had with people were so different that now I'm, like, in my 50s. And I would really say, like, Alex's age group from, like, 35 to 50, and my age group to, like, 55, right? So, like, 35 to 55, it's, like, kids and what they're doing and where they're going to go to school and all that kind of stuff. And then it's like home improvements and just retirement. So many people want to talk about retirement all the time. I'm like, can we not talk about retirement? I mean, I think it's important to talk about retirement, don't get me wrong, but it's like when you're like hanging out with your friends and they're talking about, it's not fun conversation topics. You know, I'm like, can we talk about true crime books or something? So anyway, but it's always like, yeah, we have this made, and we're going to extend the wall 5 feet. Oh, really? Yeah. But we didn't, and we ended up doing this and doing that. I'm like, oh, okay. All right, you guys, well, listen, I am going to get off here now because I'm sweating bullets. It's hot, and I am going to start rendering this so that I can get this up. My neighbors are being so loud, my Lord Rowdy group. And I'm going to start rendering this so I can get it uploaded and get it up on time. So anyway, I love you guys. I'm just going to get off. Speedy sign off tonight. A quick sign off. I hope that you guys are having a magically amazing Friday and a wonderful beginning to your weekend. And a fantastic beginning to your weekend. I love you guys so much, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya!